You are welcome once again to MathsKeypoints. Don't forget, this is the channel for the solution to O-level mathematics exam questions for those preparing for WAEC, NECO, and JAMB. On this session, we shall be looking at problem solving in simultaneous equation. Let's dive straight in. Now let's take the first question. Question 1. We shall be solving two questions, but you are going to benefit from it. This is SSC August 1991. They say using the substitution P as equal to 1 over X and Q as equal to 1 over Y, solve the simultaneous equation. 2 over X plus 1 over Y as equal to 3 and 1 over X minus 5 over Y as equal to 7. Now, whenever you come across equation like this, don't be scared. The first thing, you spell them out. We have 2 over X plus 1 over Y as equal to 3. And we also have 1 over X minus 5 over Y as equal to what? 7. Let's call this equation 1. Let's call this equation 2. Now you will see that from equation 1, this can be simplified further as 2 multiplied by 1 over X is still the same thing as 2 over X plus 1 multiplied by 1 over Y as equal to 3. And then we also have 1 multiplied by 1 over X minus 5 multiplied by 1 over Y as equal to what? 7. Now, while we are doing this, we have been given P as 1 over X and Q as 1 over Y. So we are doing this so that we'll be able to solve the problem. So substituting the values of P and Q, what do we now have? This implies that we have 2P plus Q, because 1 times Q is Q is equal to what? 3. And then we also have P minus 5Q as equal to what? 7. Now, they say using substitution. So using substitution method, it has been stated clearly. So we have to make one of the variables the subject of the formula. So using substitution, we want to make, let's call this one equation 3, let's call this equation 4. So from equation 4, if we want to make P the subject of the formula, we have that P is equal to what? 7 plus 5Q. Now, we substitute the value of P into what? Equation 3. What do we now have? We have 2 into 7 plus 5Q plus Q as equal to 3. This implies 2 times 7, we have 14, plus 2 times 5Q, we have 10Q, plus Q as equal to what? 3. Solving further gives us 14 plus 10Q plus Q is what? 11Q as equal to what? 3. This means 11Q is equal to 3 minus what? 14. This implies 11Q is equal to minus 11. Dividing both sides by 11, we have Q is equal to minus 11 over 11, which is equal to minus 1. Therefore, our Q is equal to minus 1. So take note of this. We have gotten the value of Q. Now substitute the value of Q as equal to -1 into equation 3. We now have 2P plus Q as equal to what? 3. Now this means we have 2P plus Q is what? -1 as equal to 3. This implies 2P minus 1 is equal to what? 3. This implies 2P is equal to 3 plus 1, and 2P is equal to what? 4. Dividing both sides by 2, we have that P is equal to 4 divided by 2. Therefore, our P is equal to what? 2. So we have gotten the value of P as equal to 2. But from the statement, we have that P is equal to 1 over what? X. Okay? We have that P is equal to 1 over X. This implies that 2 is equal to 1 over X. And it simply means, therefore, our X, if you make it the subject of the formula, is equal to 1 over 2. So this is the final answer for X. And we also know that but Q is equal to what? 1 over what? Y. It simply means if you make Y the subject of the formula, we have that -1 is equal to 1 over Y. Making Y the subject of the formula, we have that Y is equal to what? 1 over -1. Therefore, our Y is equal to -1. So this is the final value of the X and Y. So our X is equal to half and Y is equal to -1. Now let's take another example. They said solve X over 4 minus Y over 6 as equal to what? -1. And also X over 2 plus Y over 5 as equal to 10. Solution: we have X over 4 minus Y over 6 as equal to -1. We call it equation 1. We also have X over 2 plus Y over 5 as equal to what? 10. We call it equation what? 2. Now let's take LCM of both equation 1 and 2. The LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. How do we get it? This is 4, this is 6. What can divide them? 2 can go here. You have 2. 2 into this, you have 3. You have 2 here. You have 1. You have 3. You have 2 again. You have 3 again. You now have 1. So what do you now have? 2 times 2 times 3, which is what? 12. Then for equation 2, we have 2 and what? 5. So 2 can go, 1 here, 5. 5 can go, you have 1. At the end of the day, we have 2 times 5, which is 10. So we know the LCM of both equation 1 and 2. So multiplying through by the LCM, multiplying through by their LCM for both equation 1 and 2, we have 12 into X over 4 minus 12 into Y over 6 is equal to -1 times 12. Then we have again as 10 into X over 2 plus 10 into Y over 5 is equal to 10 times 10. Now this simply means if you simplify the two equations, we now have 4 here 1, 4 here 3. We have 3x, 6 here 1, 6 here 2. We have -2y, as equal to minus 12. We call this equation 3 now. Then for this, we have 2 here 1, you have 2 here 5. We now have 5x plus 5 here 1, 5 here 2. You have 2y as equal to what? 10 times 10. You now have what? 100. So this is equation 4. Now, if you look at this, we notice that these two, the 2y and this 2y in both equations 3 and 4 are what? Equal. Now we proceed. What do? We add. Okay, so let's add it. So adding equation 3 and 4, because we want to eliminate one of the variable, which is y, we will now have 3x plus 5y minus 2y plus 2y as equal to minus 12 plus what? 100, which now gives us, this is 5x. So we have 3x plus 5x minus 2y plus 2y as equal to minus 12 plus 100. We now have 8x. These two will cancel out, which is now equal to 100 minus 12. We have 100 minus 12 should be able to give us 88. So minus 12 plus 100, we have 88. Now, we now have dividing both sides by 8, we have our x as equal to 88 divided by 8. Therefore, our x is equal to what? 11. So substituting the value of x as equal to 11 into equation 3, we now have 3x minus 2y as equal to minus 12, which is our initial equation 3. So this simply means we have 3, x is what? 11 minus 2y as equal to minus 12. This gives us 3 times 11, 33, minus 2y as equal to minus 12. Now we have minus 2y as equal to minus 12 minus 33. Now this gives us minus 2y as equal to what? Minus 45. Now, of course, multiplying both sides by minus 1, we have 2y as equal to 45. Dividing both sides by 2, we have y as equal to 45 divided by 2. So our final answer, x is equal to 11 and y is equal to 45 over 2. As easy as ABCD. Please kindly subscribe to this channel for more of this. Like and share with your friends. And also hit that notification bell so whenever we upload new videos, you'll be notified. Thank you.